Hey Savvy people, it's Savvy Nick here, and today we'll be converting decimal to binary. That's right, let's learn how to do this. We'll take some decimal number, any number, let's just do 255 to start out with, and we'll convert this over to its binary form. So some string of zeros and ones, not saying that this is right, but it'll be something like this. All right, so how do we start converting between decimal to binary? Well, let's talk about a few rules here. So basically, we first determine whether a number is even or odd. So if a number is even, what we'll do is we'll first apply a 0, and then we'll take that number, like we have over here, 255, and divide it by 2. So whatever number, we're going to divide by 2. If it's odd, we're going to put a 1, and then we're also going to take that number and still divide by 2. And we're going to keep applying this rule. So either it's going to check to be even or odd, and we're going to apply a 0 or 1, and then we're going to divide by 2, and then we're going to loop back and just keep doing this process over and over again. So what does this look like? One other thing I'll mention is if you get any decimals, you want to remove the decimals, so just truncate decimals. I'll show you what this all means here in a moment. So let's start out with our magic 255. We'll first ask ourselves, is it even or is it odd? Well, it's an odd number. So if it's an odd number, we want on our first iteration, so I'm just going to say I equal to 1 for iteration. We want to say that it's a 1 for our first iteration. For our second iteration, let's take 255, divide that by 2. So we should get 127.5. We drop the decimal. So let's just say this equals 127. Is 127 an even or odd number? Well, again, it's odd. Therefore, we're going to use a 1. And now we go to the third iteration. So we take this last number, 127. We're going to reuse it. 127 divided by 2. What is that equal to? Well, it's equal to 63.5. What I say, drop the decimal. We're going to continue on. So this again is odd. Notice a repetitive pattern here. We're going to do our fourth iteration. We're basically going to keep going down until there's nothing left. So in the fourth iteration, we're going to say 63 divided by 2. What is that equal to? Well, technically 31.5. We're dropping the decimal. It's 31. Is 31 an odd or an even number? It's odd. Our fifth iteration, 31 divided by 2. That's equal to 15.5 or just 15. After dropping the decimal, that's a 1. I equal to 6. That's 15 divided by 2 or 7.5 or 7 after dropping the 0.5. And that's also 1 because it's odd. Now I equal to 7. What is this one? Well, 7 divided by 2. That's a 3, which is also odd. I equal to 8. 3 divided by 2. Well, that's 1.5 or just 1. 1 is an odd number. And now that we have our 8th iteration here, we've ran out of whole numbers because if I divide 1 by 2 again, well, that gives us a decimal and we truncate decimals according to our rules. So we're done. You have your number. Now, the tricky part is this goes from most significant bit to least significant bit. So what does that mean? It means iteration 8 belongs to the very last spot, and then we keep continuing down with the ones in order to make 1 full byte of ones or 8 bits of ones. That's the representation here. Just to show you, this one goes here, and this one technically goes here at the end. This is the least significant bit. This is the most significant bit. So make sure you understand that because it is important for writing your number out right once you're done. All right, I'm just going to erase these. And what is this equivalent to? Well, we talked about this already. 255 is what we were converting from. So that was in base 10, and we got it to base 2. This is our binary form of 255, which is a decimal number. Congratulations if you made it this far. Smash that like button for me. We're going to do a second example to really hone our skills in. Now that we understand how this works, I'm going to do another example over here on the side. Let's take into consideration a harder number here. I picked 255 strategically because I knew it was going to turn out to be all ones, but it's an easy demonstration of the rules. So 134, now that we understand the rules, what is that in its binary form? So we're going from base 10 to base 2. Don't let these confuse you. It just means decimal to binary. All right, let's use our rules. To start out with, we're going to create an iteration 1 And I'm going to do this in a blue color this time so we can tell the difference between examples. All right, so our first iteration, 134. Is that an even or odd number? Well, it's an even number, so we're going to use a 0. I'm going to take 134 now and divide that by 2 in our second iteration. So 134 divided by 2, what does that give us? 67. So this is a 1 because it's odd. Now again, we divide by 2. So we take this number and let's divide it by 2 in our third iteration. So 67 divided by 2. 67 divided by 2 is equal to 33.5. Drop the decimal and let's call it 33. 33 is again an odd number. So we're going to put a 1 and continue on. So the fourth iteration, 33 divided by 2 is equal to 16.5, or just 16. We're going to drop the decimal. Is 16 an even or odd number? It's an even number. So this time it's a 0. I equal to 5. 16 divided by 2, 8, or an even number. So 0. I equal to 6. We're going to use 8 divided by 2. Well, that's equal to 4. That's another even number, 0. Our iteration 7 is 4 divided by 2, which is 2, an even number. So again, a 0. And then you can see where we're going here with the last one. Iteration 8 is 2 divided by 2, which is a 1. And that, of course, is an odd number. Odd means 1. So we're putting a 1 here. Now, what did I mention before? We have to start from this last iteration and work our way backwards. So it's 1, 0, 0, 0. We're here. 0, 1, 1, 0. And that is equal to 134 base 10. This is our binary value, and this is it in decimal form. Awesome job if you followed all the way through. Congratulate yourself, because now you know how to switch between decimal to binary. And if you really know your stuff, I'll give you one practice problem. What is 443 in binary? If you can answer this question, make sure to post it in the comments section below. Also, make sure to subscribe for future videos and make sure to like the video. Catch me in a great community on Discord, and I'll catch you in another video. Thanks for watching.